The most unbelievable hour of television begins right now on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Tonight, a Ripley's World exclusive. This fun-loving father of two is living out his dream. A dream that includes getting an army of artists to needle every inch of his body so he can look like a leopard.
It's a jungle out there.
From toe to head, be there as Pop gets spots.
He's an animal.
Pietro Santoro is one hot hairstylist, but he doesn't use shears. He's got a passion for literally burning the hair right off his clients' heads. Only Ripley's takes you inside the slash and burn salon that'll have you out in a flash. It's the most dangerous bed of nails ever devised. Just 4 sharp skewers. Can one performer lie across this potential deathbed while bearing the full weight of another woman?
If she misses, we could hit a heart, we could hit a major artery.
Never attempted before. Don't miss this painful skin-piercing feat in tonight's Ripley's Challenge. Plus, the Ripley's World Tour stops in a town where the soup du jour is made of spit. You'll flip when you hear why this doggie's going to the dentist in tonight's Unbelievable Animals. And watch as one artist literally brings out the animals in this bronzed beach beauty. Only on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Hello and welcome to Ripley's. In our quest to find the most unbelievable people on Earth, Kelly Packard has embarked on a coast-to-coast road trip. Tonight, the Ripley's road trip is enduring the heat of the Arizona desert, where Kelly has met a man who can barefoot water ski while driving the boat at the same time.
Hey, Kelly Packard here, making my way across America as the Ripley's road trip continues. Tonight's stop, Lake Havasu, Arizona, where this man, Tony Castro, will attempt the unthinkable. How you doing, Tony? It's nice to meet you.
Nice
Can you tell us about what you're going to do?
Yes, what I'm going to attempt today is to barefoot water ski while driving a boat.
Okay, that sounds impossible. The boat's going to be traveling over 50 miles per hour, but pushing the envelope is nothing new.
So let's take a look at how Tony got his start. Tony Castro is obsessed with redefining the sport of water skiing. Learning to ski at 17 years old, today Tony holds 3 of the most coveted awards in the sport.
I have 3 world records right now. One is the fastest hand skier at 49 miles an hour. I have the distance hand skiing at 2,081 feet. And my 3rd world record is first person to ski on one hand.
Tony has definitely mastered the sport of water skiing, but even with all of his tricks, nothing comes close to what he's about to try for tonight's Ripley's Challenge. Tony will try to ski while hanging 2 feet out of the boat and with one hand on the wheel. This is what happened last time he tried. Tony is just moments away from attempting the unthinkable. Don't go away.
With a population of over 6 billion, there is no shortage of unique and amazing people in the world. In fact, Ripley's recently discovered one remarkable individual you really have to see for yourself. Anna Kinnison is about to try something that's never been done before, and that no one should ever attempt at home. She's going to risk lying on a bed of 4 8-inch nails while, believe it or not, another woman attempts to stand on top of her. Anna's fascination with the centuries-old tradition of lying on beds of nails began when she was just 14. That's when she first tried lying down on a bed of 500 nails.
I always thought laying on something like that would hurt, and it never ever did. So I just decided to pull out more and more nails.
Amazingly, over time, Anna continued to reduce the number of nails on the bed from 500 to 55, then down to a mere 8 nails.
I knew I could do it. I don't know, I just knew I could make the jump. It was easy for me to think of that progression.
When the average 150-pound person lies on a bed of 500 nails, the pressure on each nail measures less than a pound. That's because the weight is evenly distributed and drastically reduces the danger. But with each nail that's removed, pressure on the body builds. Unbelievably, with a bed of only 4 nails and the added weight of her partner standing on top of her, there will be a whopping 63 pounds of pressure per nail. And if that isn't enough, these nails are extremely sharp, easily skewering the tough rind of this melon, which is a lot thicker than Anna's skin. Obviously, the dangers are very real, and paramedics are on hand in the event that something goes wrong.
The dangers of this event is it can puncture through her skin, penetrate the skin, go through a lung. Depending on how she's positioned, if she misses, we could hit a heart, we could hit a major artery.
Despite the risks involved, Anna decides to go forward. In a controlled environment to avoid unnecessary distractions, she slowly approaches the bed of nails and makes her way up to the platform. Anna positions her lower body on 2 of the nails, but something doesn't feel right. Determined to push past the pain, Anna tries again. Leaning back toward the top 2 nails, Anna gently places her back onto the 8-inch sharpened steel skewers. With all 4 nails nearly puncturing Anna's skin, her friend approaches.
Okay.
A final okay from Anna signals that she is ready for the additional weight. Carefully, 1 foot at a time, her partner steps up. And with a final burst of strength, Anna lifts her toes off the table. After 10 agonizing seconds, Anna is satisfied with her attempt and cautiously rises from her potential deathbed.
It's interesting for me to think that something that nobody thinks can happen, I'm doing. You know, beyond the pain, beyond everything else, I'm doing it. I'm proud of it, that's all. It's the thrill of being able to do something everyone said you couldn't.
Believe it. Andy Park likes Christmas. No, he loves Christmas. In fact, he loves Christmas so much, he celebrates it every single day of the year.
Like most people, Andy Park looks forward to celebrating Christmas. But Andy doesn't have to wait all year like everyone else. He's different. That's because Andy celebrates Christmas every single day of his life. And he's been doing it for over 10 straight years.
People look at me as though I'm a little bit silly, a little bit stupid, but I don't care what people think. I enjoy it, and that's the way it's going to be.
This Englishman's wacky obsession was born as a way to beat the blues. Feeling lonely one year, Andy noticed how the Christmas spirit really gave him a lift, so he never stopped celebrating.
I love the decorations, the food, the drink, the happiness, you name it, Christmas has it all.
Now, like a movie scene straight out of Groundhog Day, Andy relives the same routine 365 days a year. Directly out of bed, this grown man darts downstairs and opens a present from himself. Then, it's off to the kitchen to chow down on his daily Christmas feast.
Food is a major part of that. I love turkey anyway, I love steak gravy, I love Christmas puddings, and I adore mince pies.
In fact, in a decade's time, Andy has consumed a mind-boggling 5,500 turkeys, 18,000 roast potatoes, and an unbelievable 250,000 mince pies. And what better way to top such a sumptuous repast than by regularly at precisely 3 o'clock popping in a tape of the Queen's annual Christmas speech.
Cheers! Happy Christmas and God save the Queen!
While this electrician's skills do come in handy with all those perky little lights, most of his income, at least 83 grand so far, has been poured into his Yuletide obsession.
That's the electric bills, the Christmas food, the drink, maybe more.
And just in case you're wondering what this full-time Kris Kringle buys himself day after day, year after year...
If I need a tie or a pair of socks, I'll buy a tie or a pair of socks. And I'll wrap them up, and I don't mind if I know what they are. It's just a present as a present, and it gives me happiness to open them.
We'll be right back.
This woman can type faster than most people, despite the fact that her hands sprout straight out of her shoulders.
When kids, they look and say, "What's wrong with your hands?" I go, you know, God, He made special people, and I'm one of them.
Only Ripley's brings you the inspirational love story behind this brave bride. Plus, the hairstylist taking a torch of fire to some famous Hollywood heads.
I like the result.
Also, soup that might make you vomit, because it's made of vomit. And the beach beauty about to undergo a fascinating transformation. The secrets behind this new and unique body part art. When television's most unbelievable hour continues. You're watching Ripley's Believe It or Not.
There's a real art to making balloon animals. Not just anybody can make a little doggy. Okay, it's not so hard. But try creating a 90-foot sculpture with 40,000 of these. And you have to complete the whole thing before the balloons deflate. Good luck.
Larry Moss and Royal Sorrell enjoy a successful career creating structures of all shapes and sizes made entirely of balloon. Now, they're attempting their most difficult work to date, believe it or not, building the largest balloon structure in the world with 40,000 balloons. Larry and Royal are artists who transform ordinary balloons into extraordinary works of art.
To me, a balloon is a paintbrush.
The two met in 1997, and once they combined their unique talents, their careers started blowing up. But run-of-the-mill animal balloons just won't cut it for these guys. They've been driving the art form forward with their inventive creations like this life-size cigar-chomping gangster.
Yeah.
Larger creations include this 90-balloon, 10-foot-high Atlas. And it takes over 6,000 balloons to make up the ferocious form of this dinosaur. Now Larry, Royal, and 42 other balloon artists from 10 countries have come together to attempt to build the world's largest non-spherical balloon sculpture. But is it even possible to build an object of this magnitude? The average lifespan of a balloon is only 4 days, so the team has to hurry. With over 40,000 balloons to assemble before they start to deflate, tension is understandably high.
You have to recognize the fact that balloons pop, and the unexpected happens, and things sometimes take twice as long as you've budgeted for.
Day one, and the team quickly gets to work. The sculpture seems to be coming along as planned, but as day two passes, the crew begins to fall behind. Working nearly round the clock as day three comes to an end, they're feeling the pressure. But these guys aren't about to let it burst their bubble. They'd hoped 4 days would be enough to finish the project. But by the end of the fourth day, the sculpture is still in pieces. But the team presses on, working through the night to avoid the inevitable. The balloons deflating.
I'm okay.
And popping. Entering day 5, the team scrambles to tie it all together. And after 80 hours of work, Larry and Royal put the final touches on their giant balloon sculpture. Consisting of 40,000 balloons and measuring in at 25 feet high, 90 feet wide, and 35 feet deep, this enormous creation soars into the record books, beating the old record by 24,000 balloons.
The emotions I experienced most was, above all else, just satisfaction. Simple satisfaction.
Believe it.
Okay, one down, 39,999 to go.
Ripley's travels to Asia in tonight's Ripley's World Tour. These diners are enjoying quite a treat. At more than $60 a bowl, this is the most expensive soup in the world. And believe it or not, it's made from vomit. Bird vomit. The cliffs and caves of Thailand are home to wild birds called swiftlets, who use their unique salivary secretion to build nests. For centuries, locals have believed that eating the tasteless jelly-like saliva slows down the aging process. The bird spit is so popular, guards position themselves outside caves to protect against robbers. Workers risk injury, even death, climbing rickety ladders with no safety gear, all to collect the valuable nests. Carefully scraping the delicate structures from the walls, the nests go through an intense cleaning process. Then they're sold at Asian markets, where customers pay up to $1,000 a pound to savor the nests in their purest form, or as the world's rarest and most expensive soup. Believe it.
If you walked into a hair salon and the odor of burning hair filled your nostrils, you'd probably spin on your heels and head right for the door. But for the devoted clients of one stylist, the smell means they are about to get the most unbelievable haircut of their life.
When customers visit this salon, they're guaranteed a new haircut that's sure to be sizzling, and one that should never be attempted at home. That's because, believe it or not, this stylist cuts his client's hair by setting it on fire. As a young man growing up in Sicily, Pietro Santoro tried his hand at every job under the sun. But nothing fired him up like the first time he saw flames being used to cut hair. Pietro had found a profession he could get passionate about.
The people like it, say, I'm good. I don't know what I was doing at the beginning.
Cutting hair using fire is a method that's been around for centuries. And because this is an Italian tradition, Pietro immediately smoked his competition after arriving in Washington, D.C. in 1971.
That's what the people I understand. The most professional people, you cannot do that technique.
Pietro begins by giving his customers' hair a regular wash and light towel dry. Then, while the hair is still damp, he sparks up a flame and starts scorching a cut that's literally hot.
There we go.
Customers' initial reactions can range anywhere from terror to excitement. But unbelievably, Pietro is soon the only one his customers want to hack at their hair.
The first time everybody get nervous. I think so. People look, curiosity, what it is. But I have to do once or twice. You come back.
Using a dripless candle and a fine-tooth comb, Pietro sears a brand new style, literally burning hair to a length that will work. But what about the smell? Pietro's regulars believe that it's just all part of the thrill. And although singeing like this seems drastic, Pietro insists that his smoldering salon cut actually makes hair healthier.
When I do the fire, it makes the hair change, it becomes soft. You give lots of body.
Most of Pietro's clients, like Jack Valenti, president of the Motion Picture Association of America, have been coming to him for years.
I do both ways.
Oh, all I can tell is that I like what he's doing. I like the result. I suppose that it's having some salutary effect.
Pietro's a craftsman, and he makes you feel comfortable as soon as you sit down in the chair.
I think it's beautiful. I love it. And now I'm going to come to him for always.
And master of blazing precision Pietro says forget scissors. With just a candle, he can do it all.
I can give any style of the costume you want, any kind.
believe it.
A flame haircut from Pietro's salon will burn a $35 hole in your wallet.
Tony Castro has spent his whole life risking his life to become the world's wildest water skier. Now he thinks he's good enough to ski barefoot at freeway speeds while steering his own boat. With one hand on the wheel and 2 feet in the water, Kelly Packard covers Ripley's most treacherous event ever. Also, you won't believe what this guy went through to complete his transformation to a cat.
I'm this much closer to realizing my dream of becoming a leopard.
Some stories make you stop and realize that your life is not so bad. And if you asked Adriana Curtis, she'd tell you that her life isn't so bad either. And that's exactly what makes her so unbelievable. Adriana Curtis is a young professional with barely enough time to update her website, shoot off that last email, and slap on a little makeup before heading out. Somehow, though, she always gets it done. And believe it or not, she does it all without any arms, just hands.
You can do whatever you want to do, put your mind to it, and if somebody does say can't, put it as a challenge word. There's no such thing as can't.
Adriana has seen the tougher side of life. She was orphaned after being born with a condition so rare, it occurs in less than 0.5% of all births.
My condition is phocomelia, which it stands for short hands and fixed fusion in the knees. My knees do not unbend.
Adriana's hands, though in effect connected at the shoulder, are fully functional, with complete feeling and surprising dexterity.
When kids, they look and say, "What's wrong with your hands?" I go, God, He made special people, and I'm one of them.
Although as a kid she was often teased and forced to watch from the sidelines, Adriana has never given up. And despite her physical setbacks, she's always been determined to live a full life on her own terms. But Adriana found in order to function in a world not designed for her, she'd need to master some skills that others take for granted. So Adriana turned to computers as the solution. But even typing was a problem. Incredibly, after hours and hours of practice, she got good enough to land a job at a local hospital. But Adriana wasn't finished. She wanted her business degree. And for that, she went to Oakland Community College. It was at school where Adriana made another dream come true. She met the love of her life, Tavis.
He was gorgeous. He was really, I was like, oh, heartthrob, you know.
She is a very intelligent person, and that attracted me to her.
The two were soon inseparable, and it wasn't long before they got engaged.
We enjoy each other's company. I don't really see her as somebody who's disabled.
And today is a special one for Adriana and Tavis, because they're going to the bridal shop to finally pick out Adriana's dress for their big day.
Well, I'm planning a wedding.
After searching through several gowns, Adriana finally finds just the right one.
I like that one. Ooh, princess time.
Right, when you become a princess, you're not shy anymore. This is queen. She's queen for the day.
As her wedding day draws near and the ever-busy Adriana Curtis moves closer to realizing another goal, she takes a moment to share a little philosophy that's always worked for her.
Can't like a negative word. You take all the negative you have, if you change it into positive, it'll be better for your life.
She wore that dress down the aisle, and she is now a happily married woman.
Next, Kelly Packard and the Ripley's road trip prepare to witness history on the water. Can Tony Castro possibly ski barefoot while driving his own high-speed boat?
When we come back, this man will attempt the unthinkable. Don't go away.
Plus, the amazing story behind one Lucky Labs trip to the dentist in tonight's Unbelievable Animals. Also, this dad is never hard to spot. That's because he's covered in spots. And See how one visionary is turning the sun-kissed beauty into a human canvas with his mind-blowing body part art. Next. Enter Robert Ripley's archives.
Robert Ripley, leave it or not. Leave it or not.
The year is 1967, and telephone workers in the West German town of Kateborn have just made a hair-raising discovery. While working on a cable buried underground, they accidentally uncover a 2-ton bomb which has sat undisturbed for nearly 25 years. Fearing the World War II relic could go off at the slightest touch, authorities quickly clear the area and call in a bomb disposal unit to deal with the unstable antique. Carefully, they remove the fuse and brace themselves ready for the bomb to go off at any second. But luck is on their side, and they manage to disarm it safely. With the danger behind them, the men share a nervous laugh at what could have easily been a truly explosive situation.
Leave it or not.
Every water skier knows the importance of the person driving the boat. But we found a barefoot water skier who could not find the perfect driver. So he does both. Kelly Packard is in Lake Havasu, Arizona to witness this truly unbelievable act.
I'm here on the water in Lake Havasu, Arizona with the man, Tony Castro, who perhaps is the best water skier in the world. Now, Tony is going to attempt something that's never been done before. Tony, can you tell us what that is?
Yes, I will be driving a boat and barefoot water skiing at the same time.
Okay, that sounds impossible. I've seen a lot of barefoot water skiers, and it looks hard enough, doing it by itself, let alone driving a boat. How are you going to do that?
But what I'll be doing is I'll be driving the boat, I'll be climbing out of the driver's seat, and I'll be positioning myself on the side of the boat, putting my body weight on my feet and skiing away.
Wow, well, if that isn't incredible enough, we are going to require that you hold that position for 10 seconds to set a brand new record. You think you can do that?
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Well, obviously, this is really dangerous. It seems like one wrong move and you could go out of control. Tell me about that.
Well, it is very dangerous, but my crew and I have put all the proper precautions into place to ensure that the boat and myself will be safe.
Now, how fast do you have to be going in order to get out safely?
Well, once we get up the boat to about 50 miles an hour, that'll be about the speed that I need to pull this off. And then I use my body weight and glide on my feet.
50 miles an hour, that's as fast as a car goes on the highway. It sounds a little crazy. Now, obviously, the water conditions are really important. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's very important that the water's smooth, because if there's any sort of chop, it makes my feet chatter, and that's when it can get real dangerous. So I'm hoping that when we get out and get the boat going, we'll get some smooth water.
Is it looking good so far?
It's a little bit moderate, but I think we might be able to pull it off.
All right, now you've been training for 6 months. You feeling good about this?
Yes, I have. I've been working very, very hard to make sure that this will be pulled off very well.
Well, all right, if you're ready, I'm ready. You go to your boat, I'll go to mine. And while we do that, let's take a look at what happened earlier today when you were warming up for this attempt. At first, it seems like everything's going according to plan. Here he goes. He's getting out of his boat. Oh, he looks like he's having trouble. Oh, he fell. Oh, he must have lost his balance. All right, while we catch up to him, let's take a look at that instant Ripley's replay. Unbelievable. 3 different angles show Tony somersaulting across the water like a rag doll at over 50 miles per hour. Tony, are you okay? What happened?
The water conditions were awful, Kelly. I tried my hardest to get out and try to ski, but it was really rough. Every time I put my feet into the water, the choppy water kicked my feet behind me and nearly sucked me under the boat. I was definitely concerned, but I kept trying, and unfortunately, the water got the best of me.
Tony is back on his boat and ready to go for it despite his earlier fall. Tony, are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's do it. Okay, here he goes. His feet are in the water. He's doing it. He's doing it. 10 seconds. Start the clock. 3, 2,
This is more dangerous than skiing on the water. All right, that was great.
That was so awesome. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel great. Oh, I couldn't believe we got some good water. It really made the difference. I felt this was fantastic. This was great.
That was wonderful. You held it for 10 seconds and everything. That was great.
Thank you, Kelly. This was great.
Tony Castro, the first man to barefoot water ski while driving his boat, and you saw it only on Ripley's. Yes, you did it!
Kelly Packard heads back out on the road as she continues to cross America. Find out where she ends up next week when the Ripley's road trip makes its next stop. Next, he's been planning his transformation for years. Now it's finally finished. You won't believe what this man endured to make his leopard dreams come true.
I really don't think it matters what people look like on the outside. We should just accept each other regardless of our differences.
Exclusive. We get under this cat's skin next. Also, the revolutionary procedure that promises to relieve this pup's tooth pain in tonight's Unbelievable Animals. And how one woman's getting a picture-perfect body when Ripley's returns.
Every day, people from all over the world send us story ideas and pictures. A farmer from Norway emailed us some snapshots that we thought were worth sharing. This is Arnie Brott. For many generations, his family has raised livestock, and in particular, Arnie has been raising pigs for over a decade. But for the last 2 years, he has employed an unbelievable way to feed and care for his swine. He first wore the mask as a joke, but the hogs instantly reacted in a very positive way, so now he puts on the rubber decoy every time he enters the pig pen. Arnie says that since wearing the mask to feed his pigs, they don't squeal at him, they eat more, are less stressed, and obviously, they're much more affectionate. You think that's unbelievable? Check this out.
Ripley's world of unbelievable animals.
You'd never know it by looking at him, but Casey the canine suffers from a very painful tooth problem. Now, to help heal this lovable lab, Casey is about to undergo a procedure usually reserved for people. That's right, this dog is going to the dentist. And believe it or not, he's about to get braces. For 1-year-old Casey, his bite has always been more painful than his bark. A problem his owner noticed after the usually hungry hound stopped eating.
We took him to our regular vet, and the vet discovered that his bottom teeth were not in the right position.
Casey's lower canine teeth had been digging into his sensitive upper gums, even causing them to bleed. To correct the agonizing condition, his vet was considering shortening Casey's teeth. Until a colleague came up with a revolutionary idea.
I'm just kind of like, what? Our dog with braces?
But just how would doctors go about fitting Casey with braces? The first step involved sedating the playful pup with anesthesia, so impressions of Casey's teeth could be made. After casting an exact replica of his upper jaw, doctors are able to fashion a precise-fitting metal brace. Next, this doggy dental device is carefully aligned over the upper teeth, using state-of-the-art bonding material to hold it in place.
Filling material here and a little block here so that it will prevent the appliance from falling down.
Casey's new brace will help ensure that his teeth grow in correctly, while keeping his lower teeth from digging into his gums and doing any more damage.
Every time he closes the mouth, this groove here will direct this tooth forward and out.
Casey proves to have no problem handling his new braces, even getting regular brushings from his master. In fact, just 6 months after having them attached, Casey is back in the dental chair to have them removed, leaving this lovable lab with a perfect and painless bite. Now both Casey and his owners have something to smile about.
Good dog, good dog.
This next story is about a man who could be the guy living right next door to you. He's got a good job, he's married with 2 kids, and oh yeah, he's transforming himself into a leopard.
With a fun-loving family and plenty of steady work as a tree trimmer, this guy seems like the typical all-American dad. But believe it or not, this average Joe is turning himself from an ordinary man into Larry the Leopard. Larry was born into a family of 6 in Austin, Texas.
I come from a typical American family. My father was in the Air Force. We were raised on traditional family values.
But it was young Larry's teenage fascination with tattoos that would eventually lead to his permanent transformation.
I waited till I was about 21 to get my first tattoo.
But Larry wasn't satisfied with just an ordinary tattoo. If he was going to adorn his body, he decided he was going all the way, beginning a transformation from regular guy into Larry the Leopard.
It's a jungle out there.
Over the next 10 years, Larry spends nearly 1,000 hours being covered with a detailed leopard pattern by over 80 tattoo artists.
For a lot of people, having tattoos below the wrists or above the neckline, that's a real job stopper. It makes it really hard to get work.
So why would anyone make such a striking and irreversible change to his body?
I chose to get my tattoos because I believe in freedom of expression. My body is my canvas, and being fully tattooed, it's just a way to express myself.
It's an extensive and painful process. But when it's finally over, Larry's truly a work of art.
I'm this much closer to realizing my dream of becoming a leopard.
Surprisingly, Larry says most of the reactions he gets are positive.
I think it's totally cool. All right. He's making his own statement, you know. He's being himself, so you got to respect that.
And the one person whose opinion matters most to Larry, his wife, wouldn't change a thing about her husband's leopard-like looks.
I think it's beautiful. A lot of people do. He doesn't get many adverse reactions. I don't think anybody really sees him from the outside. Everyone sees him from the inside.
I just think we got one life. We ought to have fun while we're here, you know? People take their lives too seriously. Might as well have fun, right?
Larry the Leopard lives up to his name, nimbly scampering through the branches, just like his favorite jungle cat. And with 98% of his body now covered in tattoos, Larry plans to complete his leopard transformation by covering just about every inch of skin that isn't already spotted.
He's an animal.
Believe it.
To date, Larry has 665 spots on his body.
Next, she's tan, toned, and tantalizing. And she's about to turn her body parts into art. Plus, it may not look unusual, but find out why this ornately decorated pot is putting a chilling twist on the term bone china. When Dean digs through the Ripley's vault. Next. Amazing stories and unbelievable people. Ripley's Believe It or Not.
With makeup artist Michael Thomas, what you see is not what you really see. That's because with just a brush and a hand or foot, Michael creates lifelike works of art. Michael first became interested in makeup after he discovered classic horror movies as a young boy. And for the past 30 years, he's been working on hit TV shows, seen here with Dana Carvey on Saturday Night Live. But it's his eye-catching work, painting hands to look like birds and animals, that makes Michael a one-of-a-kind artist. And today, for the first time, he's going to use this gorgeous model's long leg as a canvas for his latest unbelievable creation, transforming this lower leg into a flamingo. After mixing colors to create just the right shade, Michael first applies a pink base to Katie's foot, ankle, and lower leg. Using a smaller brush, he slowly refines the detail. Katie sits perfectly still for 2 hours while Michael tediously brings this illusion to life.
I think it's so cool. I've never seen this type of art too. It's really unique.
But Michael has one more thing in store for Katie. After heading indoors, he carefully creates a lifelike owl on her hands.
What does keep me going is the idea that there's always something very, very interesting coming up. It's always nice to be challenged artistically.
Believe it.
Here in the Ripley's vault, artifacts are not always what they appear. Take this exotic-looking coffee pot. Of course, this being Ripley's, you know it's probably not ceramic. No, this priceless object was crafted out of the bone from a human skull. As part of a Tibetan worship ritual, it was the highest form of respect to make a usable object from the bones of ancestors. And the skull bones in particular were believed to be the seat of the soul and intelligence. In some cases, the preserved skull was smashed, and then the pieces of the bone were arranged in position like mosaic tiles. Unbelievable? Believe it.
Having trouble finding the hole?
That was the scariest thing I've ever done.
Only those with the guts.
All right, let's do this.
Win the glory.
I did! I'm so happy!
Fear Factor. Back-to-back episodes. Starting next. Only on Chiller. Scary Good.